Hey everyone. So as you've probably noticed by now, I haven't been doing as many interviews as I had been doing prior, or at least recently. I put out quite a few of them. I reached out to lots of people and asked them, and I still do. Believe me, I still do. I still put it out there. The feelers are still out there. It's like, hey, if you want to have a conversation, and predominantly what I'm looking for nowadays, mostly, are people who disagree with me. Because, I mean, I don't want to just function in an echo chamber, and I don't want people who consume my videos or my content to just hear one narrative, one message, one opinion. I want them to hear all kinds of variances and opinions and messages and alternative narratives even. I just think people need to expand their mind, and the only way that can happen is to hear, got to hear the battle of the minds from many people from many perspectives, and then just listen to which one, not just put forth the best case, but that's the most logically and morally consistent. And the reason why I haven't been doing so as much lately, let me just tell you right now, is the ones I've done so far, and I've done quite a few of them in the past, not a huge amount, but enough that I've kind of got the feel of how they're playing out, and they get the least amount of views out of every video I've ever produced. Well, in recent times. Maybe back when I first started, some of those videos had less views. But nowadays, the videos that get the least amount of views by a substantial degree are these long form interviews. And usually I would expect that people, but I guess they're going to watch Joe Rogan, Stefan Molyneux. I guess there's other personalities that they're using for that particular endeavor, for that particular venture, right? So, hey, I get it. I'm not as good as they are. Hey, I'm fine with all that stuff. So I'm not doing as much of them nowadays, but I'm still, the feelers are still out there. So especially if you're a detractor, if you're an opponent politically, socially, economically, to me, to libertarianism, to what, genuine individual freedom and liberty, what that entails. If you're a detractor, you're the one that gets at the front line. Just, I guess, I'm kind of copying Molyneux, although I'm not really copying because I would just do that instinctively anyways, because I'm all about competition. I want someone to challenge me. So if I'm just functioning in an echo chamber, that's good, that's fun, but not nearly as fun as having my own presuppositions or narratives or opinions challenged. I love that. So I'm making this video to do two things, basically. One is to say, I'm sorry if I haven't done as many interviews lately, but on the flip side of that, the reason is obviously that you people don't seem to care much for it, or at least the people that now presently watch my videos, I guess you got that long form stuff. You got like Dave Rubin and other places where I guess you're getting and consuming that kind of content. So I'm now trying to stick more or less to my typical 10, 15, 20-minute videos, and a few that are even below 10 minutes. But for the most part, it seems to be between 10 and 20 minutes. That seems to be that area where I get the best traction and the most views for my videos. But hey, I'm making this video, so hey, there's a reason why there's a comment section down below. Let me know. Maybe I can change things up a little bit in some other area in some regard. Help me out, folks. I'm flying blind here for the most part. I'm trying to figure out where I should go, what I should do, what's going to be more conducive to giving myself a better audience, and of course I'm not just about whoring myself out, right? That's not what I'm all about. I don't give a shit, right? I'm not just about popularity and populism. I can get that in my own domestic life. I need it. If I need a pat in the back, like in my real life, I can do all that stuff. But basically, I care about freedoms. I care about my kids and future success of offspring and generations. I care about what the future entails, so that's kind of what I do. That's kind of why I do what I do. But I want to make sure that I'm doing it in a manner that is conducive to the point where I can continually grow my audience. I know I swear some, and those of you out there that don't like swearing, I apologize. But it's kind of me. It's kind of like built into me as a person, and I've done it for so long. I do try to suppress them and keep it to a minimum, especially in videos where I'm actively engaged so much to the point where I know it's okay. Bennett, come on, suppress the urges to swear. I do try, but once again, I don't want to deny me being me. I'll try to offer myself up and sacrifice a certain portion of me so that I can benefit from your views, because I realize that it matters a lot what you think, right? You matter. Obviously, you as the consumer of my videos, of what I espouse, you matter tremendously. So I'm trying to figure it out, how do I maintain my own personal integrity and my principled stances on these issues, but at the same time care a whole lot and make sure that I'm respecting you as the consumer. This is what it is, actually. That's literally what it is to be an entrepreneur, to be people that care about themselves first and foremost, but realize that for me to care about myself and to flourish and to prosper, I need you out there to help me. So, once again, I'm going to tie this video up, but please help me out. Share your comments in the video description below and help me work through this little minor dilemma that I'm having so that maybe I can do much better and propagate my channel and grow my channel to the point where you and I, well, me predominantly, but through you and what you care about and what you espouse and what we all as a community, I don't mean communism, but as a community, we're all individuals, all right? Don't try to make this into a forced collective. This is all voluntary stuff, but we as just a genuine community of people that care about individual rights and freedoms so that I can do it in a manner that's more conducive and more respectful for you all, right? Help me out in some area, in some regards, so that I can achieve more success for myself, and none of it's economics. I've never made a dime yet, and I don't want a dime. I just, as far as elevating myself socially and economically and being morally principled, and it actually benefits me not just in my online life, but in my own personal life too. You guys are helping me, and girls, definitely, and girls. I'm not trying, guys and girls, okay, everybody. You're helping me out, but you're going to help yourself out too. So we can all benefit from each other. That's why this feedback matters so much. And I try to respond as best I can. So as the saying goes, God helps those who help themselves. Sorry for the religious connotation that that particular kind of quote might bring, but I'm not trying to bring religion into it. I don't know. Sorry. It's just an expression that, rolled off the tongue because it's something that I remembered from very early on, and it's something that I care about. And it actually makes sense for the message I'm trying to send. Skinny Libertarian, and I love liberty.